Right? He starts linking up with a lot of the hood dudes, and this is why I get some of what Ross's gripe is supposed to be, because I think Ross, it feels like, yo, nigga, I have co-sign. You were like, nigga, you were like the nigga who nobody would even think is even, you know what I mean?
This is your man.
Bro, we kind of gave you the hood pass, basically. You know what I'm saying? To the point that later on, like, we don't blink an eye. We don't have these thoughts when he made songs afterwards that either he was talking spicy or whatever. But at this time, that's what that was, right? Now, why am I saying all this? I'm going back to the comment that says it's like listening to Ja Rule after 50 torched him. Now, again, no, let's not get into me and my stand-em, and I will say stand-em for this topic, and me arguing who won the battle or whatever. But let's just go with what some people believe is general consensus about. Okay, they felt like Drake didn't take a win. I do believe, and this isn't me, but there are some people. Like, I was just watching people react to these songs. Like, my criticism of these songs is that there is no number one hit song. What's the number one hit song? Hotline Bling, One Dance, God's Plan, Jimmy Cooks. Like, these are songs that so fire, you're like, yo, this is a number one song. All of these songs Drake has dropped, all good. They're all good to great songs. But obviously, they're just not the best, most infectious songs. So that's
they decent, bro. I'm not gonna say that they whack, but they decent. It's better than the other bullshit. But these are cool records. Like, it's cool, but it ain't nothing I'm gonna be jamming to. I'm not going to replay them songs. They alright. It's cool. But it ain't no bangers. It's not no bangers.
My only critique of these songs, right? That's my only critique. And I'm like, oh, Drake is finally like kind of giving us B-side records or records that maybe he wouldn't necessarily work if he was dropping an album, but he's feeding the street. So whatever's a trade-off, I'll take it. So I don't look at it like, oh no, Drake ain't the same. But I started to read comments and I'm reading like other people's perspective. Now again, I'm not talking about the K-bots. Like the K-bots, they're delusional. They're upset. They feel they want to beef, but their favorite rapper won't give them another song. The song they're going to have to listen to for the next 5 years, the last song from that nigga, is going to be Not Like Us. They're going to be crip walking, doing all type of shit like this for a long time. They're upset. I get it. So I'm not looking at their opinion, because, you know, if they can't focus on their artists, they're just going to hate on Drake.
Damn.
I'm looking for the neutrals. The people who they don't have too much stake in battle, or they don't like or hate Drake,
Akademiks.
either too much or too little. The girls, you know, the women who, you know, again, the beautiful thing about most women is that, you know, like me, I love rap beef. I love lyrical competition. I love competition generally. A woman is like, yo, you drop a song, hands on your knees, shake that ass. Like, they're like, oh my God, this is my favorite. Like, they don't give two fucks like that, right? Like they kind of go to the beat or the harmony or the melody of whatever is popping at the time. So I'm looking at their opinion, but also like the neutrals. And then when I've seen this a few times, they're like, yo, it feels like Ja Rule after 50 torch him. And that's when I...
Now, my question is to you, how you know who is neutral and who's a K-dot bot? You don't know these people. Do you follow these people? Do they only talk about... How can you distinguish whether someone's neutral or someone is a stan? There's no way you can even point that out. People just giving their opinions. A lot of these people could be neutral. They just calling it for what it is, right? So just because it's not in your favor, acky wacky, all right, doesn't mean that these are K-dot bots.
Realize I said a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but a lot of the neutrals, right? Drake fans don't think like that, by the way. A lot of neutrals believe when they hear Drake's music now, they're hearing it with a filter. What does that mean? If Drake had dropped 6 songs, let's say all 6 of these songs prior to his battle with Kendrick Lamar, I believe those same fans would be like, yo, Drake is sparking. He can't, yo, the nigga still, he always got some shit. And I'm just trying to show you.
Exactly. That's why people like, damn, Kendrick really fucked them up, because I literally just said that. You're proving my point. Kendrick fucked that nigga up. His songs don't hit the same. That's the whole point. These songs would have been on the radio and people probably would have been jamming to it. But since Kendrick did what he did, these songs don't hit the same. Kendrick fucked that nigga up. So yes, I agree with you right here, Akademiks. If these songs would have played prior to Kendrick Lamar, people probably would have been jamming to it, be like, all right, yeah, these cool. But Kendrick took some of his Infinity Stones. Kendrick took a lot of his momentum away from him. That's the Kendrick effect. That's what everybody is saying in the comments. Damn, Kendrick really fucked him up. Yes. That's the whole point, Akademiks.
that, the narrative and perception that goes into what after a battle or whatever, this rap shit's about what's cool. This is why Future's lasted so long, right? No matter how old Future is, no matter what he does, we just look at him as the epitome of cool. He can drop a record anytime; it's always gonna hit. Like that's Future is it. Like, you can't name another artist that I would say the majority of the culture, no matter if they like him for some of the toxic shit or not, people just look at Future like, yo, that's the nigga. You get what I'm saying? That's why like nobody mentions his age. None of the shit that people use for other people they use on Future. He's cool. So what I realize now is like, I do think the battle affected certain neutrals and even certain women to a certain extent. To now,
exactly, he neutralizes powers. Exactly what Kendrick said he's going to do. I'm going to neutralize your powers. You're literally proving Kendrick right again. Akademiks, do you realize what you're saying? While you're trying to defend Drake, you're proving Kendrick to be right. He neutralized his powers. That's literally what Kendrick said what he's going to do. That's literally what Kendrick said he's going to do. And guess what? He did it. And you just agreed with Kendrick low key. I don't think you even realize that you're trying to defend Drake, but you're actually proving Kendrick's point. I don't know if you noticed that. Akademiks.
Kendrick Lamar. I believe those same fans would be like, yo, Drake is sparking. He can't, the nigga he always got some shit. And I'm just trying to show you that, the narrative and perception that goes into what after a battle or whatever, this rap shit's about what's cool. This is why Future's lasted so long, right? No matter how old Future is, no matter what he does, we just look at him as the epitome of cool. He can drop a record anytime; it's always gonna hit. Like that's Future is it. Like, you can't name another artist that I would say the majority of the culture, no matter if they like him for some of the toxic shit or not, people just look at Future like, yo, that's the nigga. You get what I'm saying? That's why like nobody mentions his age. None of the shit that people use for other people they use on Future. He's cool. So what I realize now is like, I do think the battle affected certain neutrals and even certain women to a certain extent. Exactly. To now look at Drake's music to say, they don't hit the same.
Exactly.
Why? Because at this moment, I think they don't look at Drake as cool anymore. Because of the
exactly. And why is that?
battle. Because of battle, honestly.
Yes.
So, yes. I'm looking at people like kind of talking about these tracks, and I'm like, when I see somebody be like, no, this shit just don't hit the same anymore, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're indoctrinated by the
New York, New Jersey. Yeah, man, I'm ready. Look. New York City, I could tell the people want it.
Yeah, I said that.
Ashley, you say. Super chatted $4.99. It's funny the Drake stans literally prove they lost by defending their daddy, smiley face. Even steaming companies use not like us. But they're bots too, right?
Exactly, right, man? Not like us being played at the Democratic Party, at the Republican Party, being played at the Olympics. People probably playing it at church. Right, man, that song being played every single where, bro. So appreciate that $5, Ashley.
Regardless, they're pretty decent songs. They're pretty decent or good songs. I like all of them. You know what I mean? That No Face record I really like. Let's keep reading some of the comments. Y'all gotta just let him have a hit, or else he's gonna keep harassing us with new music. Okay, that's a guy saying that. Here's a woman. This man don't miss. All of these are fire. Okay. It looked like there's a bunch of dudes hating in the comment section. Man dropped 15 tracks, nothing shake. Damn, that Kendrick effect is serious. So it look like it's men saying stuff. The women don't look like they're okay. There's a woman right here. Unpopular opinion, all of his stuff is sounding the same. That's like that narrative. It's like they want to hate on him, right? Then you get Reese Gold says, so we're still pretending that Drake lost it, right? So they're fucking with Drake. Navia says Drake doesn't hit the same like he used to. And honestly, that I believe is just a narrative thing. Like people, have you ever gone back to some songs that popped off and you're like, yo, how did this song work? But then you realize, like, y'all gonna, not to say she's not gonna be hot, but Sexy Red. In 5 years, y'all gonna play that song.
New York, New Jersey. Yeah, man, I'm ready. Look. New York City, I could tell the people want it. Yeah, I said that.
Appreciate with the $2 donation. Drake drops 50 push-up. Now he's dropping 50. Exactly, right? Now he dropping 50. Hopefully trying to make something land. They ain't landed. Appreciate that too.
The one where she's like, is it you? Y'all gonna play that song in 5 years and say,
no, we're not.
How on God's green earth did people listen to this track and say it was hot?
No.
Like Sexy Red songs, same with Ice Spice.
Who the fuck said that Sexy Red song was hot? Huh? Who said that this song was hot? Didn't they like take away the dislike button because that song got more dislikes than likes? Who said that that song was hot? Who said that this song was hot? I said, who the fuck said that this song was hot, Akademiks? Who? I say, who said that this song was hot? Who? Who? Look at the comments. Who? Who the fuck said that this song was hot? Who? 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 Who?